Good morning, this is Penelope. I work in a corporation and I need to book a flight from Chicago to Dubai in business class to meet one of our best clients.
Good morning, Penelope. I'm Elizabeth, aka the best booking agent ever. I'll help you out. First things first, let's discuss the airline industry. This industry transports passengers and goods through the air. It's comprised of passenger air transportation, including scheduled flights, but excluding air freight transport. The global airline industry had total revenues of $724.5 billion in 2019. The global airline industry grew by 5.5% in 2019 to reach a volume of 4,213.5 million passengers.
Wow, that is a lot of useful information. I was thinking of flying with one of the leading companies, perhaps British Airways or the Emirates Airlines.
Those are both great airlines. They're mostly full service carriers, meaning that they transport passengers and cargo in the air while also providing you full flight service. Meals, in flight entertainment, and reclining chairs. So let's break it down.
All right, but I had a couple of bad experiences, so I'm a bit picky. I would like to know more about their value propositions and how they changed in time.
So Emirates definitely brands themselves as being luxurious. 1985 was the year Emirates was born. With their attention to detail in both in-flight and pre-flight amenities, they grabbed the title of one of the most luxurious airlines in the world. In 2017, Emirates launched the world's first fully enclosed first-class private suite with unmatched luxury and privacy. The design was inspired by Mercedes-Benz, and in recent years, Emirates created a meal system that features meals and alcoholic beverages based off of the location in which you're flying to. Emirates invests a lot towards meal preparation, which is another reason why they're considered a high-end airline.
And what about British Airways? How are they different?
They pride themselves on customer service. Over time, customer service has evolved tremendously for British Airways. They focused on digitalization and increasing integration of information technology into various aspects of service provision. For instance, in recent years, British Airways issued iPads for all crew members to use onboard service. For instance, charging for drinks, submitting reports, and even reviewing passengers' manifests. If you don't believe me, then listen to what gurus of the airline industry have to say. With endless possibilities in aviation, Emirates CEO Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum mentioned in an interview that success of his company comes down to their in-flight service. Highly trained staff, superior cabins, seats, and food allow for the ultimate onboard experience. He also mentioned the possibility of travel through space, inferring that a flight from Dubai to Australia would take 5 minutes instead of 14 hours, which he's suggesting that Emirates might invest in Hyperloop airplanes in the future. Regular cost carriers certainly invest more money in their customer service. In an interview with Sir Richard Branson, an eccentric billionaire and owner of Virgin Atlantic, he mentioned the importance of customer service has on the prosperity of his airline. For instance, a new innovative feature implemented by Virgin Atlantic is their voice-enabled bookings, making it way easier for passengers to purchase tickets.
I do believe you, but after the corona outbreak, I'm afraid of being exposed to the virus and I want to keep a safe distance.
Let me tell you something. Because you're a businesswoman, I'm sure you know what I mean about the 100% potential target market. Emirates' 100% potential market for business class is currently 6,536 passengers, which is actually 8% less than last year due to the coronavirus, meaning that they currently have less flyers on business, so you have no need to worry. Here, I'll show you the calculations.
Good to know. Well, Miss Elizabeth, I did a little research and I discovered that by calling you, I'm not following the usual conversion funnel of the airline industry, because that actually begins with the inspiration stage, which is the search to bookings. In this space, customers are focused on searching two things. First, the best flight alternatives, and second, the best platforms for their purchase. After that, the consideration phase begins, and that refers to the actual pre-purchase phase, during which customers are in fact searching for the most desirable flight. Only after that, booking starts. This is the stage of the crucial point of conversion, in which users are making their flight reservation. This is also the most important point of the airline industry conversion funnel. Why? Because data collected at the booking stage enable companies to accurately forecast true demand for their products, which include not only the tickets, but also other services, such as the rebundled fares. This ultimately enables companies to tailor their price and offerings. Anyway, is this the way all airline companies are making money, or do they have different business models?
The airline industry at its most basic level has two types of players. Full service, which would be British Airways, Emirates, and El Al, and low cost, which would be Southwest and JetBlue, for example. Most airlines operate one of these business models. However, many long-established legacy carriers, for example, American, Delta, and United, have entered into the low-cost market with new subsidiaries. British Airways is a premium segmented airline. The airline aims to generate a return on capital of a minimum of 15% with an operating profit margin of 12 to 15%. British Airways' business strategy focused on service differentiation is planned to be continued in the following directions. Number one, the highest standards on service with a focus on service specialization. Number two, further investments in digital technologies to provide personalized and seamless service. And number three, improvements of in-flight entertainment and onboard Wi-Fi. Emirates Airline's main ingredient is a lean workforce comparable to a low-cost carrier in order to maintain low overhead costs. Emirates operates with an all wide-body fleet, largely composed of Airbus A380s and Boeing 777s. This results in lower unit costs compared to other large airlines. Emirates uses a strategy called hub and spoke, which indirectly leads their customers to have flights through Dubai. This is when the airline chooses its main hub city and then runs all flights to or from that city, like spokes on a bicycle wheel. Instead of launching flights between endless amounts of cities, airlines like Emirates are able to direct passengers through their hub, Dubai, and conveniently connect them to their final destination. But business models aside, I would 100% recommend British Airways. They have recently been gaining a lot of popularity not only for their respected customer service, but also for their innovative in-flight entertainment. For instance, British Airways partnered with Comic Relief to film a comedic safety video depicting the safety instructions and regulations for each of their aircrafts. This video includes famous British actors such as Sir Michael Caine, David Williams, Olivia Colman, Gordon Ramsay, and even Naomi Harris. They conclude the video by asking onboard customers to donate spare change to an organization called Flying Start, which is a program for families with children under 4 years of age in some of the most disadvantaged areas of Wales, England. British Airways also managed to partner with England Rugby, which has both men's and women's teams. You can see their brand insignia all over Twickenham Stadium, which is where England Rugby plays. Another innovative touch is British Airways' state-of-the-art, fully autonomous vehicles. This before-flight innovation allows disabled passengers to navigate through JFK Airport terminals freely and independently. This is truly proving how dedicated British Airways is to their customers' needs.
Well, I'm quite sure that Emirates Airline is one of the top 10 most innovative airlines. For instance, in 1992, the company became the first airline to install video systems in all seats, in every cabin class of its fleet. In 2008, they became the first airline to introduce in-flight GMS connectivity on a large scale, while strengthening the digital entertainment on the ground too, by teaming up with Microsoft and creating the so-called E-Zone of Dubai Airport business class lounge. In addition to that, Emirates is one of the few airlines to provide its cabin crew with real-time customer information, which include preferences, possible complaints, and the option for last-minute in-flight upgrade. The cabin crew accesses the airline's CRIS and CRM system through the so-called digital device keys, which stands for Knowledge-Based In-Flight Service. In 2016, the Emirates launched the world's first interactive amenity kit for the economy class. The kit implements AR technology to unlock immersive content on mobile devices. Currently, the management of Emirates realized that machine learning will be key to unlocking future efficiencies and improving its customers' experience. In the short term, Emirates announced plans to implement artificial intelligence for initiatives such as autonomous vehicles for making airport operations more efficient, airport baggage handling without the need for human intervention, and chatbots for increasing customer engagement in advertisements. In addition, as part of Emirates' commitment to continuous innovation and an unmatched customer experience, the airline has launched an integrated biometric path at Dubai International Airport. The integrated biometric path will give passengers a seamless travel journey from specific check-in to boarding gates, improving customer flow through the airport with less document checks and less queuing. Utilizing the latest biometric technology, which is a mix of facial and iris recognition, Emirates passengers can now check in for their flight, complete immigration formalities, enter the Emirates lounges, and board their flights simply by strolling through the airport. These touch points in the biometric path allow for hygienic contactless travel journey, reducing human interaction and putting emphasis on health and safety.
Okay, wait, I'm confused. Aren't I supposed to be the travel agent here?
Ariel, wake up!
Kiara, I just had the weirdest dream ever. Yeah, I was a travel agent and you were the most annoying client ever.